Hello, Pisces. How are you? You know how this goes. When I get a lot of likes and I get a lot of views, that means that the students are ready and the teacher will appear. That's how that works. Thank you guys very much. I'm glad that that last message really resonated with a lot of you. Like I told you, this month will be the month that you will see people for who they are, big time, and you're going to make decisions with regards to how you feel about these people. I started doing your reading and then there was a malfunction, then I had to start over. So basically, here we are, right? We're talking about a spiritual union. Two people. This could be love for self as well, but I can't see you walking away from love for self. I see you walking away from a relationship that you've been in for a while as a result of some backstabby, betrayed like behavior. And like, you are the one that actually feels defensive. Isn't that so funny? Like, when somebody does something wrong to us, it's like they try to make us feel like we're guilty for what they did. And then now it's like you're looking out into the world like, okay, what am I going to do now with this new change in my life, right? And like, what is my new birth going to be like? I would think these would be like the questions you'd be asking, right? First, let's deal with your feelings, okay? I'm going to pull a Dreams of a Gaia card. Even though this is a new deck that I'm learning, whatever I pull out, that is going to be Spirit Guides' advice with regards to feeling betrayed and having to walk away from a relationship. Okay? King of Air. You got the King of Air with regards to how you should feel about ending this relationship with somebody who really pretty much backstabbed you. So let's read what the King of Air means. I told you it's a new deck, but I feel as though this is like advice from spirit guides and angels on how to deal with the feelings associated with that, okay? Okay, so the King of Air. Keywords: disciplined, ethical, commanding, expert, forceful, precise, rule-oriented, respectful. A time for ethical behavior, no room for compromise. Seek the advice of an expert. Respect the rules or laws. Why are you pushing boundaries? Keep your judgment free of emotional impingement. Don't be drawn into an argument. Don't reject unsolicited advice. Let's see. When the King of Air appears in your reading, it may represent a need to seek legal counsel or financial advice. Is there a point of law or a money matter that you need to have clarified by someone who is not emotionally invested in achieving a particular outcome? Okay, this told me more about how deep and like what kind of relationship this is. You have to understand 8 cups is a lot of cups to walk away from. That means that you have been in this relationship for a while. So I'm talking to some Pisces who are going through a divorce, okay? A divorce behind betrayal. And so you're being told right now to seek legal advice. That's what Spirit Guides and Angels just said with regards to your feelings. I think Spirit Guides and Angels are saying, you know what? We ain't talking about cups right now. We're talking about air. We're talking about moving like a hurricane. We're talking about moving and doing something about this. We're going to an attorney about what was unfairly taken. That's what your Spirit Guides and Angels are telling you to do with regards to that, okay? With regards to being on the defensive, you're only on the defensive as long as you allow this person to be around you. Don't allow this person around you. As you look out into the world to try to figure out what you're going to do in your life, don't overwhelm your mind and tell yourself that you have like a date that you have to meet in order to get over the feelings associated with what you experienced and what you're experiencing right now in this month. It's a rebirth. A lot of people are going through a major rebirth right now. And a rebirth means exactly this. The Fool. I mean, experiencing life, allowing yourself to experience life, living carefree, and to some degree, like literally letting down the baggage and just saying, you know what, I'm choosing happiness. I'm choosing a new beginning. I'm choosing to be carefree about a lot of matters because you know what, I'm not going to be so stressed out. I'm just not. It's like you just made the decision. I'm not going to let this stress me out. Well, good. Don't let it stress you out because you are looking at a new beginning for sure. You don't need to be in a relationship with anybody who brings that to the table. Betrayal? That type of betrayal, and they had plenty of time to do it. When you see that many swords, that tells me that they thought about it long and hard before they did it. Which makes it all the worse. Which is why, you got that legal counsel, that advice with regards to this right here. You deal with this legally. Get on the move. You didn't pull a fire card. This deck right here talks about fire, air, water, and all 4 elements, okay? You pulled air. Fire, air, water, and earth, okay? You pulled air. Air blows. It moves things. So what you're being told to do with regards to this divorce, this walking away, is to allow yourself to just experience life and don't worry about a thing. Be carefree is what you're being told, because I have a feeling that the advice that Spirit gave you, which is like, take them to court. It's going to be an easy win. Seriously. For those of you who have the means and who this resonates with, like seriously with. I know it doesn't resonate with everybody, but someone can take someone to court and like you can have their ass for this type of betrayal. Because there's a record long, apparently, that they're going to get caught. Because that's going to be your energy, the king of air. You're going to be the one to get the damn job done. Yeah. So be carefree, baby. And the only time you're going to feel defensive is when you're around this person, so stay away from them. Right? Be carefree. Live your life. Don't let them make or break your choices. Understand what justice means. Justice means fairness. Fairness. The outcome right now, what you're experiencing right now is fair. It's fair. It's fair from all the experiences that you've experienced all the way up until now. It's fair. Everything is balanced. This is the card that just says, it's just that reminder that, everything is in divine order. Everything is in balance. You understand what I'm saying? Life cannot be just about cotton candy and unicorns. There are lessons that we have to learn. You understand? And there's no book for like how to learn things, right? So we use our intuition and we do the best that we can. And whatever the case may be, it just looks like, this person did some backstabby ass fucked up shit. Seriously. And like this card is basically saying, don't trip. Spirit guides and angels got them. Don't you even think about retaliating or feeling like you need to do anything. You just need to go to the court to make sure that you get what belongs to you. That's what you're being told to do. The Queen of Pentacles is a mother-like figure. The Sun also represents rebirth and happiness. And, I feel like what Spirit is looking for are people who are actually ready to do something about their worth. Like I feel like the divine is and has been waiting for a long time for us to show him that we know what we are worth, that we are made of him, the divine. And so when we give ourselves less credit for who we are and what we're worth, we deal with a lot of stuff that we shouldn't, that leads to this kind of stuff. But even when it hits, the way that you respond to the situation tells all about who you are. Did you know that? It's not about the way you act when things are great. It's about the way you act when things are really shitty. That tell who you really are. I just thought I'd throw that out there. These mosquitoes are tearing me up. Let me light up one of those things to keep them away. Oh, those mosquitoes, they bit me up. They got me 3 good times. Oh. Okay. So, this is the relationship portion, okay? I feel as though once you take this matter to court, I feel as though this divorce came with a spouse who's literally trying to leave you on your ass with nothing. That is exactly what I'm saying. And Spirit is basically saying, please whistle, Dixie. Understand that all is well. Okay? You leaving this person is a rebirth, big time. And the only advice that I need to give you is to take this person to court behind what they took. There's a trail long of evidence of what they took. This is over. Okay. That's over. Because that shouldn't have anything to do with each other. That's why you're walking away, feeling like walking away, or doing it. Like I said, this is going to be the month where people are going to actually do something about the shitty situations that they're in. They're not going to talk about it anymore. They're not going to be like, what do I do anymore about it? But let me just stay here for a little while longer and see. Like, no, this is going to be the month where people are going to like make moves. The wind is going to blow and leaves are going to fall off of trees. Like, things are going to happen. So for the people who have not been very dishonest, and for the people on the receiving end, for the people on the receiving end of the dishonesty and all that, I'm telling you, your time is coming, and it's coming soon. And I'm telling you, when it comes, you're going to be in tears because you're going to be so grateful for the upgrade in your life. For the people who just can't seem to get a handle on being virtuous toward other people and treating them the way that they want to be treated, like those basic, ethical, emotionally intelligent choices that we have to make as human beings toward each other. For those who are not working on those qualities and are like wreaking havoc in people's lives, justice is going to be served on both parties. You have to understand, choices come with consequences or rewards. You walk away from someone who does something like you, obviously you're going to be rewarded simply by having this person out of your life. You get a rebirth. You know, if you're a mother, just because you're getting divorced, that doesn't change. Yeah, this person was unfair. That's confirming that. And this tells me that you feel defensive around this person. Like, this person makes you feel like you have to defend yourself. If I pull the Knight of Swords, I swear to God, I feel like I'm going to go find him and kick his ass myself. I'm just sick of him. Like, this is you looking out into the world like, what do I do now with my new rebirth? Okay, so spirit guides and angels, let's give them something to look forward to. Yes. A new seed of love. So love went, and here comes a new love. Okay? But guess what? The first seed is for you. Once that starts to grow and branches start to grow and the tree gets a little bit bigger, then guess what? Then acorns start falling off. And I'm speaking metaphorically, time-wise as well. Bottom line is, it starts with you. And then once you can start spreading those acorns around so that you could be with people on your level who know what love is too, just like you do, you can attract those types of people to you, okay? So the Ace of Cups is awesome. It represents a new beginning with regards to love in it. Some of you need to think back to your past right now about some of the wonderful things that you've experienced. And guess what? Some of you may have to look back at your past and think about some of the things that you experienced that you hated. Let me tell you why it's so important to do that. Because that's where a lot of our anger, pain, and like deep-rooted emotions come from. Our childhood. You know, nobody's parents are perfect, and we were all inadvertently taught, you know, something with regards to how our value is less than what it really is. You know, when we got in trouble or whatever happened, you know, sometimes the way that we were brought up, you know, some things were just not fair and they were not meant to be dealt with appropriate, you know, the way that they were dealt with. Sometimes things were dealt with inappropriately and they left scars. And so one way to love yourself is to go ahead and accept the fact that these things have happened in your life. There's nothing you could do about them now except for say, they helped me become the person that I am. And if I look around a little bit at myself, I think I like myself a little bit. Because I've been through so much and I'm so resilient. Because that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing resilience, Pisces. You guys continue to deal with people who always got something to say. You know what I'm saying? The Lovers came upside down, and I'm going to let it this time because this is clearly a breakup situation. Page of Swords represents, that could be your energy. That could be you saying, you know, to yourself, you know, I have an idea as to how I'm going to move forward, you know. Or that could actually mean that, you know, you're going to get a friend of yours, maybe somebody your age, maybe even a young person, you know what I'm saying, that's going to give you some really good advice. Communicate with you about this whole situation and like just rest your shoulders about it. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles represents being methodical, okay? So upside down, it means being not methodical about what? This came upside down too. Okay, so there's some kind of sacrifice that you guys are going to need to make in order to move forward. Please explain more. What else are they going to have to walk away from? They're going to have to do some introspection. You guys are going to have to do some introspection and really make some moves with regards to your love relationships. Wow, Spirit Guides and Angels, that came out in all capitals. Okay, you guys may not know what I mean. I know what I know what it means. In all caps, Pisces, you are being told to walk away from any relationship that is not a mature, nurturing, loving relationship. You do not have any more time or love or heart to be broken. You're not sacrificing yourself anymore for anybody else's happiness. It's going to be a give and take from now on. Please understand that love is a give and a take type situation. For example, I love my subscribers, right? But they pay for their readings. Do you know what I noticed? When I do free readings for my friends sometimes, or if I do free readings every now and then, because you will find yourself in those positions, I always notice that the people who pay for their readings, they get an abundantly clear and concise blueprint as to how to move forward. And that's that given, that's that exchange, that given exchange, right? So me with my spiritual gifts, sharing them with you, you know, cost me time, right? And it cost you money, but it was an even exchange and we both walked away more than happy. I was more than happy to help and you were more than happy to move forward now with your newfound knowledge and your new perspective on how to deal with situations so that you don't fall in love with Mr. or Mrs. Backstab. You know what I'm saying? You don't get on your horse every single freaking time you find yourself in a bad situation and roll out. You're going to turn your back. Because you need to look at yourself and you need to really know what you're worth. Because this type of relationship right here is one that spirit guides and angels are asking me. This is not me asking me to ask you out loud. Why do you think you need to be in this right now? Why do you think you deserve this? Why do you think that you deserve that? Look it up on the internet, please. Why do you think that you deserve this betrayal by somebody that you actually shared a bed with? And then, like, why you stayed with them for so long? You dealt with their, ways for so long. And you're just now walking away. And, I mean, spirit guides and angels are like, I know that you love this person, but this person is not who you think they are. And that's why they did what they did, because they did something you never thought they would do. That's what I'm telling you. People are showing who they really are this month. And people are actually doing something about it. So I see what a lot of you Pisces are doing is turning your back. Lots of turning your back going on. Boom. Lots of turning your back. Turning your back. Turning your back. Turning your back and moving toward action. Moving on. And turning your back. It's a painful process. Because you're leaving love. Okay? When it comes to communicating with yourself, and when it comes to you talking to yourself with regards to what you're worth, don't talk to yourself negatively, please. Understand every thought holds a lot of power, and everything that comes out of your mouth is a spell. So please speak positively of yourself. The end result, if you allow yourself to grow and not look at this situation as like the worst thing in the world, because you know what? Life is a journey. Some come with divorces. Some come with breakups galore. Some come with us having to learn the same lesson for like years. Some come with all kinds of different things. No matter what it is, it doesn't matter. Please know your worth, because that's where it all begins. Because when other people start getting involved in your mix, right? You know who you are not going to hang with, and just who, I mean, it doesn't matter how fine they are, what they, what other things you like about them. They might have that one characteristic that you do not like. And because they have it, and you know your worth and you know your value, you're just not going to have it. Because when it comes to love, honey, you are maturing. You are maturing. You have no choice but to mature because of these types of situations. How many more times do you want to be in them? Or do you want to ever be in one again? You know what I'm saying? This means I know what to do. So, Pisces, baby, you know what to do. That was the relationship portion for those of you who are in relationships. Okay, I hope that this is not too long. I hope you guys are bearing with me if this hasn't resonated so far. I am going to go into career right now, okay? I'm going to go into money. Let's see what you guys' money is looking like. All right, so self-love, right? Of course, cliche but true. Take that ass to court, because I'm telling you right now, you'll get back everything that was taken. Seek legal advice with regards to what was taken from you. That was based on the last reading. How's your career looking, Pisces? Didn't we just pull that? These might be the cards that still came. Yeah, they were still here. So yes, you're looking for new love as well. New love is on the way. Okay? For those of you who are like really pining over the situation, these two cards also came inside of the love portion of the reading. So new love, all right? Be logical though. We have a heart and we have a mind. When you make decisions, don't only make them with your heart, and don't only make them with your mind. Don't only make them with your mind and not your heart. Use both, okay? Now, financially, I feel like some of you are pissed. We've got the Queen of Wands, fire energy. I'm not doing upside downs because, to be honest with you, I don't get it. Someone's pissed. They put a lot of work in on something. Something has to end for something to begin. This represents a new beginning too. What has to end? Hierophant. What has to end? Uh-oh, what has to end? Oh, wow, guys. You guys are looking for a big payday based on a lot of the work that you've done. Even though you feel angry right now, I feel like a lot of you feel like you're not going to get what's due to you. I feel like you are going to get what's due to you. But it has something to do with like getting a certain credential or something like that. Higher learning. This card represents a religious figure or higher education. I feel like some of you are in a field where all you have to do is like pay for like some type of certification that might cost like $250 or whatever, but once you get it, it's like you're in the money. You're in the money. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of you are angry, maybe because why are you angry? You feel left out in the cold. Why? Your heart is broken. Why? Because you can't birth it out as fast as you'd like. Okay, we went back to relationships. You're angry about a relationship. Your heart is broken. Somebody brought me back to love. Okay, Pisces, we'll talk about you for a minute. Okay, somebody broke your heart. But your intuition, look, spirit guides and angels are telling you, yes, your intuition is telling you that there are secrets going on. And if you don't listen to your intuition, you can look forward to the tower, which is feeling like you have no way out of this shitty ass situation. You know who you are who jumped in on the reading. You know who you are, and I don't mind because some of you just really, have questions. And that's what I'm here for, to offer clarity, loves. Okay? Some of you need to get out of relationships right now. And this goes for everybody. I don't even have to tell like a long story to anyone. If you're in a relationship with somebody that's just not good for you, someone is like actually maybe putting their hands on you or like whatever, some kind of crazy, ignorant type stuff like that, like relationships you need to get out of them now. Now is a very fruitful time to do that. And let me tell you why. Because what's happening right now is like it's going to have some remnants behind it. You understand what I'm saying? You're looking at new beginnings, Pisces. Just period. New beginnings with love, new beginnings with work. It's not like you're scared to work hard. With this Ten of Pentacles, I mean, it's like you pulled judgment, like, you know what I mean? Judgment represents like come out the box, listen to my trumpet and come out of this, this place. And your Hierophant Pope could also represent me, an individual who knows a little bit more or who is a little bit more aware of the situation that you may be in, someone who can offer advice. It also represents, marriage at times. It represents tradition. It represents a more higher education. So when I see the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of hard work, I sense that if some of you sought a higher education, it would make a huge difference for some of you, okay? And now I see theft. Somebody possibly leaving town because they stole. And then I see exaltation, and then, wow. So this is the financial portion. I'm seeing that somebody worked hard as hell for a lot of money. Then I see this theft, right? And then I see somebody leaving town. And then I see somebody like being praised like by other people. Is that you? It can't be you because you're the querent. You're the person that I have to assume was stolen from. And if that's the case, that would make you feel full of anxiety. Absolutely. Especially if we're talking about this kind of money. And somebody else got rewarded for the work that you did. And they left town, or you feel like leaving town because you just feel like so done. And you're like, what do I do about it? You're like, what will my judgment be if I do this or if I do that? You know what? Let's see what Spirit has to say. Understand that you are powerful and resourceful at all times. Whenever you feel as though you have taken a loss, please understand, I promise you it was a lesson. And you'll get it all back. It's all coming back. It's just not all coming back tomorrow. And the way that you handle things from now until the time it comes back is going to be reviewed and watched. And like it's going to contribute to your growth and your self-mastery. People do these types of things. That's why we can't be Cupid all the time. We can't be Cupid all the time. I feel like this Hierophant Pope came out because I am the Hierophant Pope for you guys. Listen, you guys are more powerful. You are eternally powerful and resourceful. There's no situation you have to stay in. There's no way that you can't overcome any situation. Yes, feelings are involved, and I understand all of that. And if you want to get a private reading so that we can get your feelings under control, we can do that too. My readings are a lot like therapy sessions, trust me. And, I mean, we're constantly being reminded to put on more armor with regards to who we choose to form partnerships and relationships with. Let's not go into everything like Cupid. Okay? Let's put our armor on. Let's become the Knight of Cups rather than the Page of Cups, okay? Let's be a lot smarter and more concise with who we choose to match up with, business-wise or otherwise. Okay? Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.